Welcome to the madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously!
Warning. Security breach in level 1A.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like
I'm
to
over
know?
here.
Shut up!
Ah, you crazy bitch.
Welcome to Arkham Asylum, where the craziest dances and the clown entertains, where super criminals are locked up and keep in touch with Doctor. Bad guy get locked up in a cell. Innocent's blood will spill tonight, and the not so innocent will spill no blood, but will face their worst nightmare, the Batman. Note that this is my first time actually making content based on DC's Batman. I've watched the Nolan films and the Batman that came out in 2022, so if I do get anything wrong about Arkham, my apologies. I did some research and all I know is that Arkham is a part of Gotham, somewhat. I thought it's an entire island on its own, so there's that. Let's get started. This is an entry to an intriguing game series and a story about vigilante, fighter and detective at heart. Tonight, he'll be put into a test, or as the Joker would call it, the madhouse, to break Batman with his sadistic and psychotic methods. The game premise is quite predictable, but fun, although the Joker is unpredictable. But you know he's crazy enough to set certain things up just for you, for Batman, and all this for his own amusement. Joker was brought here, but then break loose and have total control over Arkham Asylum, which restricts your entrance and path that you can take, but in a very clever way. It can be a bit linear to follow an objective and finish them, and it only gets trickier. You'll be facing multiple super criminals, as they call it here, though you don't really get to fight all of them, not directly anyway, for certain villains. Though Joker is the main villain here, and he has a way of goons to fight for him. The gameplay aspect consists of three things: navigating, fighting, and playing detective. The game introduces us into fighting first, which is fair for this kind of game, but I'll start with navigation first, because it is crucial to know where you are going, where the enemies and friendlies are, and know how to traverse around the island. Navigation. Know where you must go. Batman is a man of many gadgets. You start off with grappling hook, and your cape can act as a glider. Get yourself to a higher ground to get the layout of the island itself. The layout of the island isn't too hard to follow, since most of the time that you'll be doing is follow traces that entrails to your objective. But personally, I gotta say, it can be jarring and confusing at times when you traverse indoor. But it's not to the point where I have to open up a map just to know where I wanted to go. Most of the navigation issue I have with this game is myself, really. I have terrible sense of direction. Good thing we have detective mode. Detective mode, as the name suggests, allows you to see evidence at the crime scene, analyzing data and create a copy of the evidence, so you can follow the trail of said evidence. But that's not the only function of detective mode. It also lets you spot armed and unarmed enemies, their heart rate and their mental state, though I don't really have much footage to share. The Riddler hacked into our signal, by the way, the Oracle and Batman signal to communicate, and he taunts you a lot. There are gadgets that help break walls, pull off the ventilation shaft, or pulling an entire wall at late game. And these gadgets do its job well. They are pretty basic, but are pretty satisfying to use. The fighting is very basic, hence why they are the last thing I will be talking about in this section. You can attack, combo enemy, so you can do a takedown. You can also do that at any time whenever the enemies are down. You can also stun enemies using your cape, but because I prefer dodge roll like I'm some kind of Dark Souls player, I don't really use it. This is an upgrade for combo, the amount you need to unlock takedowns, that kind of thing. Batman doesn't kill, but Arkham Batman isn't exactly a saint. He would turn Joker goons into witches, and make them wish they don't have to fight the Batman over again. Fear is a tool. For a game that is more than a decade old, the game looks pretty good for its time, and back then game tends to have this, certain era of graphic that makes it feel muddy and gritty. but I would be lying if I say the atmosphere isn't good enough. It is one of the games that actually make me feel pressured or overwhelmed. The game runs surprisingly well on my budget PC, which have graphic card 750 Ti, 2GB of VRAM. I swear I'll get an upgrade once I make money by making more of these videos. The island itself is fun to explore, be it its exterior or interior. The Asylum was built upon a mansion, so there's decorations that give Batman an advantage over the goons and the Joker. The sound design has been done very well. I rarely get to hear any stock sound effect, considering back then it would be a common practice to use them. Or maybe I just don't play enough games from that era, but it's not too jarring for the ear. I don't know what to say about the music. They're great, but not that memorable. But it isn't bad either. The main menu theme itself sets the theme for this game. The voice acting is very good, especially for Batman and the Joker. I mean, we have Mark Hamill as the Joker. That is awesome.
Get up! Now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Hurry! We're losing him, The joke's on you.
I also like Batman's voice too. With a witty voice like that, and he still drop hero like one-liner from time to time. I have something to confess. I didn't buy Arkham Origins, which is a prequel game that was released after Arkham City, so I'll just be talking about the Asylum, and one day we'll be talking about the memories from Origins in the future. But for those who want to experience the story themselves, skip to here, which is a complaint section. Specifically to point out the bad things in the game, be it design or quality control. You're staying?
Joker has been apprehended. Batman is now en route to Arkham Island.
Stand back, fool. I've got a bomb. Huh? All right.
Alright, so in the very first cutscene, we capture the Joker, we bring him to Arkham Asylum, to where he's belong, and well, I pretty much spoiled all of you before about him taking control of the Asylum. He planned this with his sidekick, Harley Quinn. And things just go haywire. Key characters were put into dangers, so you have to save them. Most of them anyway, because some of them has to die. Does Joker look like a guy with a plan? I'm not sure, but the moment he has control over the Asylum, he's throwing us around. I mentioned this before, but the Riddler has hacked into our communication system.
Hear me, Batman? I know you can. Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler. and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
He like us to solve his riddle, and the first one took me a while because, like I said, I'm really bad at direction and navigation.
I said, don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. You know, portrait, painting, picture on the wall, in a frame. A painting of something sharp, Warden, sharp. That old guy who runs the place? In a painting? On the wall? So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Moving on, Hardy kidnapped Commissioner Gordon. At least he left his pipe so we can follow his trail. And then we found his body. He's dead, but Batman's eyes are red. Wow, that rhymes. So, you know what that means? Well, after these body bags have been opened, our parents and Crane, the Scarecrow, he injected us fear.
Like a man.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce. Don't let us die.
Here we have to avoid his line of sight. Does this count as a boss fight? Damn, another rhyme. After that we check on the body again. It wasn't Gordon's body, it was a guard. He was hallucinating. Batman was hallucinating, being silly. And then we get Gordon's back by sneaking around and surprise attack Harley Quinn. Both Batman and Gordon then proceed to look at what's happening downstairs. It's Bane, and Joker just inject him something inside him. This is our first actual boss fight. I don't know if the game tells me this or not, but I only noticed that I have to throw my batarangs when he's trying to charge at me. And suffice to say, a fight with Bane along with Joker goons isn't that good. But it isn't too bad either, and the space is a lot bigger than what I have in complaint section. We'll talk about that soon. By the way, every time we got defeated, we got ourselves a unique game over from the respected villains that has scuffed with us. Here, I'll show you a couple.
The bat is broken!
We defeated Bane, and we crawl all up the manhole. We're fine. Gordon's there for us. But Bane come back for more. Luckily, Batman has activated his Batmobile right after he crawled off the manhole, which kills Bane? I'm not a biologist, but can he swim with all that muscle? Bane, he mentioned something about Dr. Young, so we try to get a formula that she made, starting to track down Dr. Young. But before that, Scarecrow time. This time they're living the moments the loss of Bruce Wayne's parent passing.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce. Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Come on, keep up. We're nearly there.
Hold it there,
God!
Please, there's no need for this.
Stay where you are. I'll shoot.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Tom! Oh, God! Oh, God, Tom!
Be quiet, lady. Just shut up. Give
Stay
me
away from me! Run! Mommy!
Come on, kid, this way. Take a seat in my office.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine. Kid like that with all that money, he'll be just fine.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry about that. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay? I know you don't feel like answering me, but it's the only way to catch who did this.
Why did you do it, officer? Why?
I don't know. It's this city. There's something wrong. And listen, son. Call me Jim.
I see you, Batman!
We defeat Scarecrow once again. We then proceed to find Dr. Young, who has a formula for the Joker. As Joker was donating money to her anonymously, she wants out. But we save Dr. Young, except not really, and she dies. It seems like Joker has a formula. It's called Titan. Basically, it's the similar injection that Bane has to grow all big and muscular. We got concussion from the bomb, with Harley Quinn taking the warden away. The garden is where the Titans are being produced, but we need the warden's sequencer to get there. On the way to help the warden, we met Poison Ivy. She'll have her screen time later. Harley freed Poison Ivy, and Joker caused a riot. Well, now it just gets complicated. But at least we saved the warden and got his sequencer. This is pretty much a hacking tool, but not like a keycard. Harley's waiting for us, so we go beat up her goons and Harley herself. A little gender equality. Batman noticed something in between her boobs. They are partyless. We ask her, but she doesn't exactly tell us what it means. We then lock up Harley Quinn. Time to go after the Joker and his Titan production. When we did reach him, he shot his 2 goons and pretty much turning them into Banes. We defeated both of them, of course, but we need to go talk to Poison Ivy about the antidote. If her plan is affected by this, she surely will cooperate. Her plan was affected by it, by Titan. So it overgrows and takes over everything. Now that we know where to go, let's...
He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane.
Cut me free!
He's all yours, Joker.
Oh, goody! Come on, Mr. J, we're ready!
I've waited a long time for this, Bats. Let's start the party with a bang. You've ingested enough toxins to drive 10 men insane! What are you?
Yeah, what the hell are you, Batman? Anyway, we are going down to find the plant so we can make the antidote. We had a run-in with Killer Croc, but that's fine. We made it out alive. And then there's the last hour, the finale to put this game to rest, so I can move on and play other games. We fought Ivy with her mutated plant. Gotta say, this fight isn't actually all that bad. I like this fight. We then heading to the Joker's party. We are on the list after all. Turns out he is waiting for us using TV to cover his face. Then he counts 10 to 1. Explode. We enter the Joker's lair, fighting his goon and the Titans. Then he shot Gordon with the venom, but we took a hit from him, resisting the Titan. Joker took himself out, headed for the roof, create an arena that we both can fight each other, and we fight our way through his horde of goons and defeat him in a cutscene. Yeah, to be honest, I felt quite disappointed and frustrated with the last hour, except Ivy, she's cool. It's just a boss rush, and we only really defeat the Joker in a cutscene. And then Gordon has radio in that Two-Face is doing crime in Gotham, and that's how it ends. Yeah, that is pretty anticlimactic. The complaint. First off, apart from the end boss fight, why is it that we have to fight Titans in a tight space? Can't we have bigger arena to do that? Fighting Bane in a big arena was fine, but 2 of Titans in a tight space with like 10 goons? Twice? The fuck's wrong with you, man? Sorry, maybe I was just being an idiot and doesn't read the move all that well, but I was angry and really pissed off, you know? I like fighting in the game, but why such a sloppy sequence that just left player unsatisfied? Hopefully we won't see this kind of thing in the next game. Also, here's a nitpick. Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Oracle, Barbara Gordon. They call each other by the code name, but sometimes they just call each other by real name. The fucking Riddler is on our signal. Why the fuck are you using your real name? I also gave a weird look at this scene.
Oracle, we've got another problem.
What now? Two-Face? Riddler? Some kind of giant Joker robot?
Unfortunately, nothing that simple. I'm at the main sewer junction, and it appears to be polluted with Titan. Why? What's he doing now?
I'll look into it.
Overall, it was an enjoyable experience for being first in the entry for me. I think it's only getting better from here, except Suicide Squad killed the Justice League or whatever. That one is kind of stink from what I've heard. For a Batman game, it is really solid. It makes you feel like you are a detective. You thought I was going to say that, didn't you? But seriously, the detective part of the game, investigation and all that is quite fun in this game. I yearn for more in the next one, Arkham City. I usually have some speech or deep thought on the game whenever I try to end the video. Unfortunately, this game doesn't give me much thought to do that, but I'll try just for a bit, doing it justice. Batman Arkham Asylum can be reflected with our lives, or struggles, or demons. We may not be as smart, strong, and have resources for every issue that we are confronting head on, but what we do have is our spirit and hope that things will change. These super criminals that we fought, maybe they can change too. We keep clinging on to that hope. Batman himself wants Gotham to see that too. No matter how hard the wave may hit us, we have to hold the fort. Batman doesn't win because of money, resource, and strength alone. It's the commitment for justice. That's what keeps him going forward. We too should commit ourselves to make us unique and human. Batman's a human too. Thanks for watching, Maniacs. Kind of fitting fan name for this kind of game, isn't it? Next one is Arkham City, of course, and by doing this review, hopefully I'll be able to create even greater videos. You can support me monthly on Patreon at the least of $1, and once on Ko-fi at the least of $3. I'll be seeing you, Maniacs. Bye!